Hi guys, and welcome to Mark Bayeski YouTube channel. It's a beautiful and glorious day outside. Squirrels are all running around playing, and the birds are just enjoying the beautiful nature and wildlife. Was that just a hummingbird just above? I think it was. We have hummingbirds here too. It's just incredible. You don't often see them, but when they come, they're gorgeous. They fly around so fast. It's so beautiful. Well, it's a great day today, guys. Thank you for your messages last night. I was actually thinking about disabling all comments from now on because, as some of you are probably seeing, some people go a little bit OTT with regards to many different feelings that they're going through, feeling let down by me because I don't personally contact them, and so forth, angry people because they're mad at what I've said. And, I was thinking about the comments. Should I leave them there or should I dismantle them? I'm not sure because for now, I've got a little bit of spare time and I will take away some of the really abusive ones. Others I leave, but I just think it causes a lot of issues to my friends on here who try to answer them back and spend a lot of time with certain people who aren't really people too. They're what we're called shills. Basically, it's people who pretend to be somebody else and just cause havoc in the world. And if I've got a message to share, I don't really need any pat on the back or saying well done Mike, that's a lovely message. That's not what I do it for. I do it for you to get up off your seat and go and enjoy your life and find your confidence within yourself, find the own guru in you, find the power within you to go and enjoy yourself that day. It's never been about me wanting you to come back every day. And if you take a look at my past testimonials on my website, if you take a look at all the people who have mentioned having a session with me, most of them just come once and they don't need to come again. And that's a wonderful thing, and that's really, really beautiful, because we're going to lead on to today's subject, which is curses. Now, curses, it's a very interesting and long subject. What are curses to begin with? I have a theory about curses, and my theory is quite profound, and a lot of people will disagree. And the reason why a lot of people will disagree is because a lot of people like to be stuck in that very energy of blame. So what is a curse? Well, a curse can only be a curse when people are looking for blame for something. Meaning that my life's all fallen apart, everything's going wrong. Why is everything going on? I need to find reason for that. And ultimately, a lot of people who I've met who have believed that they were in the energy of cursed or being cursed by a certain person, they have spent probably most of their life believing it, so much so that, as you and I know, they created that curse. They created their own issues and problems. So what's a curse? Well, I guess I can pull out 3 or 4 conversations that I've had with people who have come to my academy and studio, and they believed that they were cursed. And some of the real sad things that they did to themselves was they went to so-called spiritual people, guides, people who dealt with curses and voodoo and all of that, whatever you want to call it. It's still the same thing. You can call it voodoo, you can call it black magic, you can call it what you want. Curses, they're all the same. It's all the same energy. So I remember one particular lady which stood out more than anything, and she had burns all over her feet. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but one of the cures apparently to curses is to basically burn their feet with, I don't know what instrument it is, or whether it's a cigarette, or I don't know, but this lady had burns all over her feet. It was quite serious because she'd got herself into what was a deep mental unbalance. She was very unbalanced mentally because of the stress that she'd given herself over the number of years, which I think was 25, 27 years. She'd lived with this fear. And basically, I did a few things which I'm not going to talk about, which I dispelled her belief, because there's certain things that I used to use, practices I used to use to wake people up from this illusion or delusion that they believe that they're cursed. But most of my healing practice was basically to empower them and to become stronger. So you all know that my biggest motto is no one has the power over you. And I found that because I went through a similar situation of believing somebody was more powerful than me. And the bottom line is that's really what it is. When you give your power away to somebody else and you believe somebody's more powerful than you, then you've created the curse, which is not a curse, it's just a word and energy. So if, for instance, this lady believed that this other lady had cursed her who was more powerful than her because she was whatever, spiritual, this or that, and she was paid to do it. She believed that she was more powerful, and after one session of lying down and speaking to her, she was fine. She was okay. Life's okay with her now. I see her on social media. She's smiling now, so that says a lot. She didn't smile for many years. And if you were to speak to her, she would say that I took my power back. And that's what she said when she got up from the healing bed. She'd had enough. She took her power back. And all I did was help her see that she was far more powerful than the other person. And we forget a lot of the times because we think that somebody's more... It's easier for us to believe somebody's more powerful than us, but that's garbage. It's absolute nonsense. And when people look at me and say, oh, Mark, and I look at them and think, you know what? You don't even know who I am. I'm far weaker, far more sensitive. I do stupid things. You're more powerful than me. And they go, really? Absolutely. If I could have half of your power, I'd be the happiest guy in the world. You know, I have to work hard to become the person that I am. You are naturally powerful. Now all you need to do is activate that power. You just need to activate who you are and that power within you. Whereas I'm working every day to clear all the suffering and the pain in my life. You don't. You just need to activate your power. And activate is a lovely word, but what I mean is awaken, reawaken who you are. The only way you're going to know who you are is by believing in yourself, looking at yourself. Who am I? You know, what am I doing here? What are my gifts? You know, all of the positive things. You need to be looking at yourself and not disregarding who you are, not looking at other people thinking that they're better than you, not judging yourself to other people. And when you clear all of that and you start to look at yourself and start to realize that you are amazing, you are beautiful, the things that you've done all your life is incredible, the pain and suffering that you've been through, yet you're still here, you're still strong, look at you, you're still you're still... So now you're coming back to yourself, now you're getting your power back. When you get your power back, silly things like curses and voodoo mean nothing because you are entering into your own power. So those things don't affect you. So ultimately, I get back to the word curse. Curse to me is a word that says, I'm going to steal your power and you're going to believe what I've said. And because you believe what I said, you are now going to create the curse. You're going to create the energy of things going wrong. And that's all it is. I have never, ever met a soul in my years of working that people have claimed to have curses that have had a curse. I don't even know what a curse is, but I can tell you this. I have met people who have done some silly things to themselves because they've believed that somebody else is more powerful than them. And it's nonsense. Nobody has that power to hurt you. The only person who can hurt you is yourself. Nobody's hurt me. And there was a point after like 3 solid years of being hurt by somebody, I actually really believed it. I believed that this woman had the power, and it was all in me. It was my issue. I was believing in somebody. So it's such a clever manipulation by people who wear black gowns and pointy hats and carry sticks and whatever shamanic tools they wear. Ooh, it's so clever, because a lot of them use the love and the power that we all have, and they manipulate the many because they know that most people believe anything. And I've spent these years shaking people up, saying, what are you doing? That person is just like you. They go to the toilet just like you. They make mistakes just like you. They fall. But what they're doing is covering it up by wearing a cloth and silly clothing to make themselves look amazing. But you're just as amazing as them. They have no power over you. Nobody has power over you. And when people do all of these things, like heal and do these shamanic works and stuff, you know what? All that is that you are empowering yourself by the belief that this person is helping. And yes, to a degree, they can channel beautiful energy, but so can you. We're all shamans, we're all healers, we're all of those things, but we're also all, we can be silly, we can be stupid, we can be egoistic, we can pretend we're anybody we want, we can do bad things. We are all equal in life. It's just some of us are more awakened to the fact of our inner power, and how we use that inner power is really important. So I've spent a decade, trying to help my clients and you on this kind of videos to say, don't buy into what the silly few who know that they can manipulate people by saying that you're cursed, and that you can only come to me and it's only me who can help you with this curse. They rely on your belief in them, and then they cure themselves, when all along it wasn't them, it was you. It was your belief in something or somebody, just like it's your belief in somebody that they've cursed you. It's never about them, it's about you. Everything is about you. Everything that you hold in you, every thought, every feeling that you have, is ultimately the most important part of your life to walk your journey in happiness or sadness. And I don't care for the words voodoo, I don't care for the word curses, black magic. I don't care for them words, because they're just simply words, and those words can affect you or they can't. So when I've heard many times people send me these stupid letters saying silly things, you know what? It goes straight in the bin. And I know that's a manipulation. Because come on guys, if they were really powerful and they really had this amazing gift of hurting people, why would they need to send a letter? Why would you need to know that somebody's put a curse on you? You need to know because they know that's how they steal your power, and that's how they know they can make you believe that you're cursed. It's utter nonsense, honestly. And if it was true, I would be here now saying it's true, because I've experienced it. I know people who have gone through it, and it's absolutely true. But I've never seen it, and I have had so many people in my line of work. If anybody, it's me, because people are coming to me from where I was on right next to Africa in Morocco, where the poor parts of Morocco is where all of this normally happens. It's always the poor areas where it's all black magic, and it's all of that because it's a manipulation for the poor, because people haven't got anything and they're worried and they're wanting more money, and the black magic man or whoever does these curses and whatever, it really is utter nonsense, guys. I believe anyway, and I believe that ultimately to clear any of them thoughts and feelings and what you believe or may believe is a curse. And even if you do believe it after this video, it's fine. But my humble opinion, if you want to cure and clear it, then say these words: no one has the power over me. And you know what, guys? If you really say it and mean it with your hand on your heart, no one has the power over me. And you listen to those words and you say them words and repeat those words in the mirror. Look in the mirror and say it. Close your eyes and say it in your beautiful energy. No one has the power over me. You will change your life within a few hours. You will realize that magic will start to happen, because once you realize that you are the power, you create everything that you think and you feel, then you blast out an energy that people are attracted to. People want to be around you then, and that's where the miracles happen. People want to be with you. People call you to work for them, and people say come for a drink, and all of a sudden you become more powerful. If you're always in the worry and fear of what somebody may have said to you and done to you, and you're worried about, what people think about you, then all you're doing is your power is being given away to those people. You've got no power anymore, because all you're focusing on is the fear and the worry of what people think about you. And when you're thinking like that, you're making yourself into that. So she said that about me. She said that about me. She said, I am that, I am that, I am that, I am that. You know what? What she said is exactly what she is. She is a reflection of what she's saying. He is a reflection of what he's saying. No one has the power over me. Am I going around calling people everything? Am I going around cursing people, black magic? No. Why? Because I am a good, powerful, strong soul, just like you. So don't let the darkness steal your light. Don't let the darkness overshadow you. And what I mean by the darkness is silly people doing silly things because they're in a dark, fearful, sad, miserable, lonely, jealous, whatever place they're in. That is their reflection. So don't you ever, ever let somebody steal your power again. Be the most amazing soul that you are, because you are. And I believe in you with all my heart. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for all your messages. If I do decide to disable the comments, it's not because I don't care for you. It's probably because I care for you more, because I don't like to see people saying bad things on there. I don't care about myself, but I care because you have to look at that and then make an effort to try and say Mark isn't like. You don't need to do that. You don't need to. You don't need to say anything. You don't. Just watch the video, enjoy it, get up and go and do your thing. You don't need to say thank you if you've got something from it. The universe, thank the universe, thank your spirit guides if you believe in, thank God if you believe in God, thank whoever. But don't thank me, because I am not the message. I'm just the messenger giving you, just like everybody gives me messages daily. But I don't go around thanking them. I just go, I look up and say thanks, guys, and then get on and do my work, do my best. I get up every day after hearing beautiful messages and get on and do the work. That's all this is. It's a beautiful message to get on, do your work, and be kind to somebody else and share that vibration and love. That's it, really. So please don't get upset if I disable the comments today. I may bring the comments back on in the near future, I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is this message today. Love you all. Thank you so much for subscribing to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. We're growing as a beautiful family, and that family is growing around the world, sharing beautiful messages and helping people. I get your messages daily. Well done, guys. You're doing a great job. A great job on yourself, I mean. Because the heart that gives is always full. So keep being kind to people, because that kindness comes straight back at you 1,000-fold, and you grow every day from it, just like I do. I love to be kind because it makes me happy, and if it makes me happy, it makes people around me happy. And if everybody's happy around me, then it's a win-win every day. So take care, guys. Thank you for shopping at Mark Bajerski YouTube channel for your incense sticks last night. They went like wildfire, so you're really enjoying the Palo Santo, the Palovites. Yeah, it's great stuff. I'm gonna give myself a cleansing now. So take care, guys, from my heart to yours. See you tomorrow. Bye. Merry Christmas.